Caught you off guard there, Miss Magic.
I was like, just, yeah, you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Dungeons Magic Show. This is a Warcraft edition.
Yes.
Miss Magic, of course, is going to be playing the Worlds of the Warcrafts, a lot of the early Shadowlands content.
Yes, gotta continue my dailies.
On her screen, and on my little tiny screen up there in the corner, I'm going to be playing the Worlds of Warcrafts. At least I will be in just a moment after I get.
You're not playing World of Warcraft.
No,
you're playing GTAs.
Yeah. Wow. I need to lay off the crank. Jesus.
I mean, if you want to play WoW with me,
no,
go for it.
I do not want to do that. No.
He refuses.
No. I tried for like a day, then I'm like, I've only got so much life left, people. Don't do this to me.
He'll spend 5 hours on GTA just to get one thing.
Yeah, well, why not? That's a reasonable exchange of goods right there. My life for bullshit on GTA, how is that a problem?
That seems like a problem to me, but whatever.
Well, of course it seems like a problem to you because you play Warcraft.
Yeah, and
You're
then
one of those Warcraft player peoples.
And you're just like, wow.
Yeah. See, I, however, am preparing for the future, whereas you...
How are you preparing for the future using...
A 7-year-old game? It makes sense to me, okay? It makes sense to me.
Okay.
That's what matters.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go out and get us some breakfast here, I think.
Why is that?
Because, as you know, I was in a bit of a rush this morning. So I did not secure breakfast outside of a single slice of pizza. And you know me being the enormous fat man that I am, that just doesn't fly, y'all.
So yeah, going over to the pre-expansion event thingy-majigger. Doing the dailies there.
That is a very descriptive...
I know, yes it is, and that's amazing.
No, it isn't. That was terrible.
Okay.
You can do better.
Okay, everyone, I am going over to the specific coordinates, such...
No, you don't need coordinates, just do like, this is what's going on. This is what I'm about. Here's the line that I'm telling you.
Alright guys, I'm heading over to work on the pre-Shadowlands content stuff over in Ice Crown. And finishing the dailies over there. See if they have more quests for me. So, is that slightly more descriptive for you guys? Since apparently my description was terrible. Apparently. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Oh wow, there's a bunch of things attacking right now. Is nobody going and fighting them? Is that it? That's literally so weird. Normally there's like 80 people out here. This is weird.
What's weird?
So you know how there's like these general huge bosses that they've been having
Mm-hmm.
out and about to get, so you can get a bunch more stuff?
What's the stuff?
You get they drop some nice loot and stuff like that.
They try, like, what kind of stuff? And you're like, nice stuff and stuff like that. I'm like, okay.
A bunch of scourge stones that you need to get more of the accommodations.
Okay.
And all that jazz. But the thing is, normally when one pops up, everyone goes and kills them, like instantly. So if you see one pop up, you need to get there.
Yeah.
I flew in and there's like 4 of them up.
4 of the bosses up?
Yeah.
And nobody's like, yeah, time to kill all those dudes.
No. But you can't do it by yourself.
I could. Easily. On my warlock, no problems.
These are literally guys who used to be in the parts of the raid.
These were parts of a raid?
Yeah, the Lich King raid,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Hey, Raceland, how you doing?
Morning, Race.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them up right now, and nobody's fighting them.
Is it possible to fight something else?
I'm flying to all of them.
That's not good.
It means I can't fight it. I tried. Did not go well. Maybe my rogue would have a better chance, but with her luck, she'll pop on and they're fighting them. That's a different realm. There are people. That's just really weird. Because you've probably seen a couple times where like I'm surrounded by people fighting something.
Uh-huh.
That was against those bosses. It's like there's nobody on right now. Oh well. I go do my dailies.
Greater chance for glory for you. You can take it all by yourself.
I can't. I tried. I tried one of them by myself. It did not go well.
And just ganked you?
Well, I managed to do a little bit of damage to him.
What were you playing as?
I'm on my shaman. The only reason why I survived for a little bit was because I popped out my my earth elemental, who takes all the aggro from me. But he died.
Yeah, well, it stands to reason.
And then I died.
Even more important. All these cops, and all they want to do is kill me.
What did you do to cause them to want to do that?
I murdered a bunch of people.
Wow.
Yeah. And now I'm blowing up their cop cars. These cops, I am impressed with the devotion to duty they have. I literally have a rocket launching APC covered in armor, and I'm blowing up cars, and they just keep coming for me.
They're just like,
yeah, they're just like,
you know, I don't
my
care.
life for Zul'jin.
My life for Zul'jin.
Yeah, huh? So, if nothing else, I am astonished at their dedication. Makes me wonder if I just block off the window, if they can still even kill me.
Wait, what?
Well, I believe they shoot you through the windows. That's how they because eventually they typically get you. So I'm like, if I go to a place where they really can't target the windows, they'll still be able to kill me. And I'm like, let's find out. See how much damage I can do.
What star are you at?
What?
How many stars do you have?
I currently have 4 stars.
Are you trying to get 5?
I should be able to get 5 once I start shooting down their helicopters.
Very nice, very nice. Looks like there are some people. Some people just popped up, but they're not fighting.
It's a start.
They're not fighting the guys.
Huh. Ah, they are able to shoot me through
Oh, there's 5 up now.
the corner window over there.
It's like every 10 minutes, I think, one pops up. And there's 5 up right now. Not a single one dead.
I gotta run this guy over. Where would be a good place for me to hide? Let's try there.
Anywho.
Let's see.
How's it going for you?
It's going very well. They ceased being able to shoot me, at least anywhere nearly as well as they were before, and now I'm murdering them en masse.
Any particular reason? Just because you can?
Just to see, yeah, it's like one of those things like, why do I do it? To see if I can. These poor officers of the law.
Yeah, maybe if this character was a bit more powerful. She doesn't have high enough item level, really. Like I said, my rogue might be able to do it, but not this one.
Interesting.
Looks like someone fighting troll guard?
And there you just left them to die.
What?
So there you just abandoned them too. That's what's really sad.
Yeah, nobody's fighting troll guard.
It's like you could have helped them out, but you're like, I'm gonna do the exact opposite.
No, there's nobody fighting him.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good.
I saw something else that I thought someone that I thought was Trollgore, but it wasn't.
That's astonishing the amount of damage the APC can take. We get right down to it.
I mean, I asked in trade chat, nobody's responded, but
It would be really cool if there was like Grand Theft Warcraft where I could take my APC into your game and just blow up people. That would be so much fun. I would love doing that.
yeah, there's literally nobody over here
Huh.
by Elder Not. I'm literally just flying around, popping over by all of the different bosses. I've checked the Gatewatcher, I've checked Trollgore, I've checked Elder Notox, I've checked Narvos the Summoner.
Have you thought about doing something else in the game then?
Oh, I'm doing my dailies while checking.
Okay.
I'm only doing the daily. I'm only popping if it's next to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm nearby, I'll pop there
I see.
and check. But as of right now,
As of right now, you have nothing to worry about. Oh. Well, I, however, have a big fucking train to worry about. Shit. Alright, time for me to escape, kids.
escape your 5 stars.
Yeah.
What's your plan for that?
You know my plan for that. Get underground. It's the best possible plan for that. Works every time. Works most of the time, every time.
You could also get to your motorcycle club.
I could. I could get to I could get to a wide variety of places, but for right now, I'm gonna get to where I am right now.
Nice. Very nice. Means you're fairly safe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how was your day yesterday, Doc?
My day went rather well. I played. I got a thing called the Police Mocker. I've never heard of that word before. That's different. The Police Mocker.
So what is it?
I suspect it's where you get to. I can only guess where you get to 5 stars, then you go hide just right out of range from them. That's my best guess.
Oh, you got
Anyway.
a reward
Yeah, you get this little bonus reward.
called
Hey.
Police Mocker.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
Police
great.
Mocker. Now it might just be where you get it from outrunning the cops. Could be.
A certain amount of times.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was an interesting little thing. Huh. Let's see. I am going to head.
So Doc, we talked about wizards yesterday, right?
We did talk about wizards, and we will get into that conversation. I want to bring up on that, but there's something I have to check in a bit. I will bring that subject back up
Okay.
shortly. Because that's actually a conversation that is very much near and dear to my heart, and I think we really need to get into it in a little bit more depth in a bit here.
Okay.
And you'll see why shortly. If you want to give me just 1 second, I have to secure my position in my arcade, because why not?
Okay.
I beat up APC, my armored personnel character, which for those who are looking to purchase things in the game, one of the best investments you can make above all else, the APC. It may not seem that way, but hands down, the APC is arguably the best investment in the entire game,
possible, or at least for the price. The next one would be the Terabyte and its accompanying oppressor. I mean, even the oppressor by itself, without any kind of armament to speak of, like specifically the homing missiles, also very good. Hold up. Oppressor Mark II, not the first one, second one. You definitely want the Oppressor Mark II, but chances are if you played Grand Theft Auto, you already know that. But if you are new to Grand Theft Auto Online, you definitely want the APC.
Okay.
More than a tank, more than any jet, more than any helicopter, you want the APC. It'll do more for you than anything else in the game. Anyway, I'm going to park this.
Which one is that?
That is the one, it's the fully enclosed one with the turret on top.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
The one that we keep messing around with?
yes, that one. And that's why we keep messing around with it. Because once you get into it, you realize this thing is a moving fortress that you can bring wherever, and all of your buddies can hop on in, and they get these little machine gun turrets they can out of. And then there's a primary tank-like turret that has infinite ammo. You're going to want to skip on the homing missiles because they only have 60 of them, which sucks.
And he's very cranky about it.
I am incredibly cranky about it because I'm like, wow, this is going to be great, missiles. But the missiles, yeah, you only get 60 of the missiles, and that blows. That absolutely 100%, without a doubt, blows. Let's see. Here's the finale board. I don't want to do the finale just yet.
Okay, time to welcome your friends to the party, if you are happy with this plan.
Let's see. I'm going to go to the prep board. I really don't think there's any more prep for me to do, though. I think I've done literally all of the prep. I've gotten all the optional stuff. I've done
Nice,
everything
very
there is
nice.
to do.
So
Yeah.
you're just going.
Well, I'm not going to go just yet, but I am at the point where I could go. I'm just not going to. Let's see. Let's set up board. I wonder if I could still do some of these. I don't think I can. Nice if I could.
There's 6 up now.
6 is up now?
6 different ones up.
Or as in the bad bosses that you gotta take down?
Yeah. That's just weird.
Okay, hold on.
What?
I have to go take care of something real quick.
Okay.
I will be back shortly.
Well, have fun. I'm killing things right now.
Say it again?
I'm killing things right now.
You should definitely murder all the stuff, and I will resume murdering stuff.
Is there something I'm missing that everyone else is doing right now that I'm not doing, and that's why I'm having difficulties? Why I'm confused about that? Because that baffles me beyond belief. So maybe there is something else that I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I'm not sure what exactly the doc is often doing, but for now you guys just get to deal with me. As I've said already, I am just screwing around in Icegram, working on some dailies, being very confused as to why nobody's fighting the world bosses, and I can't fight them on my own. There's 6 of them up right now, which is weird because normally they die like right away and then you have to wait like another 10, 15 minutes before another one pops up. But right now there just doesn't seem to be a concerted effort to kill them. Here. Let's see. See? Not a chance. Anyways, I tried, so that's the best I can say. I asked in trade chat, nobody responded, so oh well. I'll just watch as all of them pop up because I think there's 20 different ones. Currently there's 6 up. So yeah. Anyways, how is everyone else doing today? Did it just freeze? Sorry about that, guys. It froze completely on my phone, and I was like, oh shoot, did the entire thing freeze on everyone? So I paused for a second there. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I was going to continue saying something, but I couldn't remember what. So that's why I kind of just awkwardly trailed off after Nice, Raceland. Will you enjoy your chill time? Just chill. I'm glad you got that. Some nice time to just chill and everything. It's probably not going to go mess around and cause problems with the doc. Kill people on Grand Theft Auto. Are the schools still open in Australia? The ones up here in Michigan, the high school is just closed. So, just curious. Three weeks left. Very nice, very nice. 3 weeks left for the trimester, or 3 weeks left until you guys are closing? School's down. Then you break because of Christmas. That must be exciting. You're like, I just want to be free. Just want to be free. I'm gonna die. It's time to recharge and lose some weight. Yeah. I think Christmas might not be the best time to try to lose weight. Isn't that when people start gouging food and all that jazz? Like, it's almost Thanksgiving for us over here. That's time for turkey. Oh, that sounds so good. Turkey sounds so good. When it's starting next. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I wish you all the luck on that. All the luck. You got this. Frankly speaking, I should probably start eating better as well, but that's a lot of effort. But props to you that do it. Props to everyone who does their best to eat better for themselves and all that jazz. That's not something I'm the best at. Better diet and daily exercise. Well, good luck with that. I don't mean that in a sarcastic, good luck with that. But in a, you got this. Oh, but now there's 7. I did the same thing 8 years ago, major lifetime shakeup, so I kind of have an idea what to do, but I'm old now. Okay, well, I think you got this. It's a good thing to want to do. It's a good thing to do. So you're just chilling today then? Chilling and resting. Okay, I have no idea what the doc's doing, but now I'm very curious. Can't see. But yes, I'm currently just trying to find these stupid mature spore samples while fighting as small amount of people as possible, because I don't feel like fighting them. And I might pop onto a different character and move them. Next week, school becomes fun. Why is the school? What makes it? What's going to make it so fun? Is there like a festival or something going on, or is it just that it's right before Christmas and everyone's just like, I want out, free me? Oh, report card's finally over. That's bound to be boring as crap having to write report cards. Do you get to do any parent-teacher conferences this semester? Or are you all good? Okay. Thanks for talking to me. I get lonely. It's nice when y'all talk to me. Because normally I can pester the doc into talk to me. You report cards twice a year and have 2 parent-teacher conferences. Very nice. Hi, you're back. What's up?
Food.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Raisin kept me company.
Aw. Delightful Racelands.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have salt in here?
Do I have salt in here?
Yeah.
Do you have salt in your car?
Yes, I do.
Well, you go ahead and you go out to your vehicle and you secure some salt.
Do you need some?
Yeah, what the hell? Delicious meal.
I'll be right back. Race will keep me company.
Hopefully Racing will keep me company. Be like, hey, Dr. Dungeon, I've missed your gentle touch. Be like, yes, I know. But I have to go play with this drone right here. Because I have a sweet-ass drone station that I can fly with my drone all over the place. Beep, 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 beep. Let's shock that dude. How the hell did I miss that? I'm gonna shock him in the head.
Thank you for the food, by the way.
You're welcome. I hope it nourishes you. Yeah, I shot him in the head. Thank you so much for your Arby's
I'm sorry.
salt. Hey, no, I'm good. Do I want the McDonald's? Yes. No, I can't have McDonald's.
You did the Arby's salt?
Yeah, I have to have the Arby's salt. That's the only reasonable thing.
You need a fork?
Yes, please and thank you. I'm eating with my hands like a plebe.
Absolutely. What else would you do?
I wonder what the range on this is. What, you could just stuck it in there. Huh.
Sorry.
Always love to work with you, isn't it?
Apparently, I don't do things correctly, y'all.
That would be accurate. That would be accurate.
Ooh, oof.
What are we oofing?
Apparently, Racing lost a lot of money.
How do you lose a lot of money?
Because he didn't make it in time.
Oh.
Like 70 grand.
Yikes. Yeah.
You make it as soon as you get money.
Yeah, that's
If
always a
you
good
have
idea.
5,000, it's in the bank. You have 2,000, it's in the bank. You have 300, it's in the bank. I'm always terrified about that.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be concerned with. Absolutely.
If I get any money, tis in the bank.
Kristen Phelps, present.
Anyways, you said that you were going to talk about wizards?
I did in a little bit. There's one last thing I have to attend to before I can do so. But then I will talk relentlessly about wizards, but more importantly, the English monarchy. Because I don't think we talk enough about the English monarchy.
Apparently, he literally got killed with 2 seconds after he logged in.
Oh. It's a dog-eat-dog world, son.
Death.
Yep. Gotta keep up or get out. Anyway, give me one moment, Miss Magic. I'm going to see text station number 2, and I'll be right back. We can talk endlessly about a lot of things I want to talk about.
Sounds good. They're like, gave me no chance. No chance at all. They're like, yep, you're dead. Y'all be dead, man. As the trolls would say. I'm gonna run to Okamart to talk to that person that apparently has stuff for me that I can buy from him. We have wonderful food brought to us. Well, I mean, Doc went and got it, but wonderful food made just for us. Which is very sweet. I'm gonna put all the salts on it. Scrambled eggs. Yeah. Tis our breakfast. But apparently someone here in Orgrimmar that we can buy more stuff from using the commendations we've recently been getting. So I'm going to try and see what all I can get from that. Okay. Where do I buy the commentation stuff? Come on, y'all. You're supposed to know this stuff. Can be turned in for this stuff. Where do I buy it? All right, this stuff, let's see if any of this is useful for me. Might try and get everything just so I can have the appearances, but this might up my, if I buy a decent amount, it might up my, whatever, never mind. Apparently I can't think of it, so. Don't want to get rid of Naxxramas, because that one's really nice. This looks nice. All right. Looks like I'm get a new look soon, apparently. Ew, it looks gross. That brought my item level up a bit, so that's nice. So yeah, all right. Heading back to where we were. Now that I've bought my stuff. Heading back to Iceground. Yeah, that's the word. And running into things too. And continuing there. Also note that I think I might hop onto my Alliance one, which you guys don't get to see all that often, to do the same stuff. Maybe. Although my Alliance character does not need the gear as much, because she's got some nice stuff. That's the one I did a couple raids on. Not much, but a couple. Enough that it wasn't, that I can actually say it's a fairly decent character. I'm just going to use the flight point. Ate my food.
So, Miss Magic, what many people, well, how do I put this? Are you okay with it, Miss Magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, I just wanted to, in light of the fact that Miss Magic never refills the toilet rolls after she is finished with a new one, I would like to bring up the English monarchy, because I feel that is an excellent segue into Miss Magic's behavior. So, let's talk a little bit about the English monarchy and some wonderful, wonderful things that I've learned recently.
I didn't use it. The last toilet. What?
What? Huh?
I didn't use the last toilet roll.
Okay. Did you refill it on the thing?
No, it's been like that for like a week now.
So you've left it like that for a week.
Well, you left it like that for a week as well.
Yeah, but you don't pay me. I pay you. You see how this works? Either way, I thought we could have a discussion about the English monarchy.
All right. Sounds good.
So, why are you not a monarchist, Miss Magic?
I don't know. You tell me.
I have no idea why the hell. What? How does that work? How do I tell you what you think? Although I should. That'd be the better way to go. But of course, I'd tell you to replace the toilet roll when you were done if I was telling you how to think. So, since I can't do that, why are you not a monarchist? Give me a good reason for why you, Miss Magic, who likes to think about things, is not a monarchist. Is not a reason.
Let me think. It's is my I'm thinking sound.
I don't know what I'm letting you think. I'm asking you to. I'm requesting you think.
I suppose I haven't really thought about it all that much.
Well, here's your opportunity. Why would you be a monarchist?
What reasons would I have to be a monarch? Well, what do you think are the pros and cons of a monarchy versus a?
Well, there's an obvious pro to a monarchy. You have a leader that you know will be the leader, and if they're a good one, they'll be the leader for a long time, which means you have a long time of what is otherwise peace and stability, if they're a good leader and they remain in power. So, unlike the American system, where we choose a new leader every 4 or 8 years, depending, and it can have a leader for no longer than 4 or 8 years, with, say, Queen Elizabeth, who has been on the throne since literally, I think, the 1940s, maybe early 1950s.
But what about Parliament? Isn't Parliament also part of their system?
Well, the Parliament is the other half of their system, because that's why it's important to note it as a constitutional monarchy. How it works out is that on one hand, you have the monarch, who has remarkably little actual power. Everything is done by their consent, but their consent is kind of assumed for the most part. It's like, yeah, you could say no, and you could say yes, but it's kind of, this is how we do it, and this is how we're pretty much going to do it, and here's why. But by law, of course, the monarch has the ultimate word. They have the ultimate say in many, many things. However, the fascinating thing about the British monarchy is how it functions to limit, or more appropriately, perhaps work to eliminate revolution. And here's how it does this. It has a person in the top spot, the monarch, who again, if we're being completely honest, has kind of a shitty job. They're a public servant, and they're a public servant by birth that has remarkably little say in what actually happens, but they do have the final say in what happens. So, let's say you form a government in my name, and you're just terrible at it. Now, it's the people who, at the end of the day, are the ones who vote and select the government. They're like, I would like to have the Dingleberry Party as my leaders. So the Dingleberry Party assumes the administration of the government.
Yeah.
But the Dingleberry Prime Minister is just god-awful at his job. He's truly a catastrophe. Well, the monarch can step in and say, I am relieving you of this job. You are no longer fit for this job, so I am taking this job away from you and assigning it to somebody else.
All right.
So the monarch effectively acts as a stopgap for when things get truly bad. They are a built-in revolutionary leader against corruption. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say the prime minister, so to speak, becomes drunk with power. He becomes just insane with power and wants to rule the world. He's like, I'm going to take it all over. Well, the monarch can say, I'm renouncing you of that power. You no longer have the power to be prime minister. You're no longer prime minister in my name. The prime minister says, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
The monarch can turn around and say, well, people, let's oust the prime minister. They are a built-in revolutionary hero. They are a revolutionary leader where everyone can say, we all know that guy, and we know that guy will not lead us astray, and here's why. We can trust that one dude, or chick, whoever it may be.
Okay.
Whereas, let's say a system with a single executive leader, such as our system, if they go crazy, what have you, and this is, it may sound like it, but this is really not a discussion of our current leadership. This is mostly because I watched The Crown last night, if we're being completely honest.
We're being honest. It's because you watched The Crown.
Yeah, it's because I watched The Crown. It's not because I'm trying to make some kind of reference to the current political election, as much as it may sound like it, and I understand why it does, but it is not.
Especially because
It
you guys
honestly
have
is
been
not.
asking. There's a couple of you guys who have been asking us about it.
Yeah, the
We're not
election-
talking.
Yeah. We don't talk politics. We may talk political theory, but we won't talk politics, if that makes sense. Regardless, going back to what I was trying to say. The, excuse me. So they have a built-in revolutionary leader, whereas if things go to hell where we are, they don't really have that per se. They may have like a leader of the opposing political party, but there is a problem with that in that it is the opposing political party. So the opposing political party is not necessarily who you want to go to unify the country. You want someone who is in fact seen as a neutral party who is saying, I am doing this for the good of the nation, rather than I'm doing this to advance my political agenda.
Yeah.
Who the monarch, of course, is not supposed to have a political agenda outside of the most, I guess you'd call them...
Because the monarch doesn't have to worry about being reelected.
Yeah, monarch doesn't have to worry about being reelected, doesn't have to worry about any of that nonsense, etc., etc. So there's this guy, and I watched The Crown last night, so I got to hear all about this, who said that the monarchy, well, the government should be kind of like co-equal in dignity and efficiency, where the bureaucracy exists to be efficient. That is the government created the monarch's name, but the monarch must be dignified. So they create the figurehead. And this figurehead is necessary because it removes the possibility for a top spot. See, nobody really wants to kill to be the queen. Right now, nobody's like, oh my god, I would murder hundreds of thousands of people to be the Queen of England right now. Why? Because the Queen doesn't have a whole lot of actual power. The Queen doesn't really do much of anything except again be a figurehead. So nobody wants to kill for that top spot, even though it is technically recognized as the top spot. Conversely, you have the Prime Minister who has a great deal of power, but who lives and dies effectively at the whim of the monarch.
Yeah.
Do you see how this creates a, I don't necessarily want to say competitive, but it ensures that there is a reduced chance of revolution while creating an efficient and effective government.
I can see that.
And I'm like, that is a fascinating thought, having that aspect of it. Of course, you have the problem of, what if they're all fuck-ups? And that, too, becomes a situation. So, like, let's say the family themselves turn out to be just fucking useless, or easily corruptible, or terrible human beings, or what have you. That presents problems of itself. But, for the past 150 years or so, they haven't been that bad for the, England, although it is obvious that England is very much and has been for quite some time in decline. Of course, they took the primary brunt of multiple world wars. Well, I wouldn't say the primary brunt, but they definitely took it in the chin. Anyway, so...
Grayson says, I saw an article the other day, that said the Queen had encouraged Prince William to stand down like his brother did, as there's a lot of pressure in England to do away with the monarchy.
Let's see, so Prince William to stand down like his brother did, as there's a lot of pressure in England to do it. You know, I think that England would, as in so that, what's-her-face, the Queen would become England's last queen, or pardon me, Queen Elizabeth would be England's last queen. I really don't think, of course, she's in a much better position to have an opinion on this, we're being completely honest. Her being the actual person who's living that life. But it is my estimation, based on virtually no education, that it would be a mistake for England to do so. The monarchy right now is in a very unique position where they create a useful stopgap, if she wants to modify the position in some way, shape, or form, she would be wise to. But I don't think they would be wise to do away with it entirely.
Gotta get reused to playing this character.
Let's see, stand down like his brother did? Huh. Yeah, that would, I don't know if that would effectively end the monarchy, because that would mean there'd be somebody else in line, presumably.
Because there's a bunch of people in line.
Yeah.
Kind of like the joke about the janitor who ends up president,
Yeah.
because everyone else dies.
Huh. I'm, you know what, I have to look that up right now, because I'm very curious about that all
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay, I'm seeing it. Let me read this article. Because it's saying the Queen's refusal to abdicate is apparently all down to Princess Charlotte. This is by Ginny Proudfoot. I know nothing about this except it's from marieclaire.co.uk. Queen Elizabeth is one of the most talked about people in the world, known for her love of corgis and the trademark look. She is, of course, mostly known for her accomplishments, being the oldest and longest serving monarch, reigning for over 65 years since her early 1950s. It is hardly surprising, therefore, that people were saddened by the speculation last year that the 94th Queen might be preparing to step down, making way for her eldest son, Charles, to take her place. That dude's been waiting to be king for 1,000 years. In fact, it's a real reason why the monarch isn't featured in Prince Charles' official... Really? Ah, interesting. In fact, that is reportedly the reason why the monarch wasn't featured in Prince Charles' official 70th birthday photograph, supposedly stepping back for him to lead the family. That would make sense, seeing it's his 70th birthday.
The dad?
Yeah, Prince Charles. Yeah. But according to a royal insider, she's not properly stepped down just yet, and it's reportedly down with the popularity of the younger generation of the royal family. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon, a royal insider told the Daily Mail last year. I think the Queen sees what those boys and their wives bring. Princess Charlotte, already at the age of 3, knows how to work the crowd. Maybe now through her grandchildren, she can way of staying on the crest of that wave. There's also speculation that Princess Charlotte could be part of the decision process for another reason, with the 3-year-old being the next female in line of succession, a whopping 4 places away. According to Twitter, we're not just ready to lose a female figurehead, and the Queen seems to know. Okay, that sounds like bullshit. I really don't see her making that decision based on the gender of a child. I mean, maybe like 100 years ago, that might have been a influencer.
Yeah.
But not today. Yeah, I really don't see Queen Elizabeth saying, I'm going to wait on a little longer to see if she'll... I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's what I get for going to Marie Claire. Let's see, watch.
You're like, oh, that's interesting.
This
Until
is the week
you got started.
I want to play that. I want to play that. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing anything to talk about raced. If you could find me a link, I would gladly take a look at it. But as it stands right now, we'll see what happens. But it is my estimation that it would not be to the benefit of the monarchy to engage in such behavior.
So do you think that the monarchy, which system do you prefer?
I 100% prefer the system we have currently, although if I was to say my favorite system of government, especially fictional government, that I've ever encountered would be from a book called Starship Troopers by this guy named Robert A. Heinlein.
Okay.
And his argument was that franchise, the right to vote, should be limited solely and explicitly to people who served in the government, well, more particularly served in the military. As in, if you did not have military service in some way, shape, or form, you don't vote. You can't run for public office. You can't even work for the government. Like, in fact, like teachers, for example, certain teachers who taught certain subjects had to be veterans or something similar thereof.
That'd be a good thing for history and stuff like that.
Well, here's how it works out. Here is his thought. So you take your average veteran and you say, why did you do this? And I would say overwhelmingly, they fought for their country because they believed in their country.
Yeah.
They were willing to put the good of the many before themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a remarkably good characteristic to have in a leader.
Yeah.
You would like to have a leader who puts the good of the many before the good of the few. Typically him. You know, be careful with that because you want to protect individual rights. But having that a characteristic throughout government.
Can't hear you if you walk away from your mic.
I'm saying, okay, but have that be a characteristic of throughout government is something you would
Yeah.
absolutely want to have. So even if your leader per se isn't necessarily like that, if throughout the entire bureaucracy you have people who are dedicated to the betterment of society, not because they think they're do-gooders, but because they actually are. And I'll explain why in a moment.
He keeps wandering away to make his food warm, his food and stuff, and I'm like, dude, they can't hear you if you do that.
Alright, so now what makes them better than the average person? Why does military service mean that you choose the betterment of the whole over the betterment of the few? Can you make a guess, Miss Magic? Because it will be a guess, I assure you.
Nah,
Nah, you can't make any guess
I
whatsoever?
don't feel like making one.
You don't feel like why don't you feel like making one?
I don't know.
That's no fun. Alright, so I'm going to explain to you why. If you're willing to get shot at and die for the betterment of your country, to protect your country, then you are willing to put your blood on the line. You're willing to die for your people.
Yeah.
So that is an excellent metric because somebody who a lot of people will say, yeah, man, I am totally all about the people. I totally care. I'm really a compassionate person. And maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe they really are willing to do what needs to be done for everyone to make sure we're all happy, safe, and clean.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to get shot at, that's a whole different metric. That's a whole different ballgame right there. Because that says, like, wow, even if he's not quite as smart, he's willing to put it on the line to ensure that we're okay. And that's about as good a proof as you're going to get from anyone that they're good people. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now, of course, you may have lunatics and psychopaths and things like that. I mean, that is possible. That is entirely possible. And it's happened in the past. But I would argue that if you actually said, you know, if you want to be able to vote, like me, no questions asked. If they're like, you can't vote unless you serve a term, at least minimum 2 years of military service, I would drop literally everything I'm doing right now and go and sign up. But that's another part of it, and this is an important part of it. Everyone has to be allowed to sign up for military service, or federal service as it's called. So like, let's say that you are, let's say I was a paraplegic. or a quadriplegic even. Let's say I had no functioning arms or legs. I couldn't walk, I could barely talk, all that good stuff. So long as my mind was fully functional, and I was capable of signing up, and even if I couldn't write the line, I dabbed it with my tongue. As long as I was capable of doing that in any capacity, I could sign up for service and they would find something for me to do. Like I could be a test subject or something.
Or like you do bureaucratical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I could do things that, but the gist is, they would find something for me to do if they really had to. They would find something nice and dangerous, just like any other service, but they would find something for me to do. And this is important, because it means that franchise isn't limited based on ability per se, as in physical ability. It's not like, you're not denying somebody the ability to serve based on their ethnicity, their religion, whether they're born with 2 arms and 2 legs, none of that. They could be blind and deaf and all that stuff, and they could still sign up and vote, so long as they have the characteristics saying, it matters that much to me that I am able to do this good thing. And I'm like, you know what, that is a fascinating system of government. That is a truly fascinating system of government. What do you think, Miss Magic? Do you think of any flaws with that system?
It seems very, like, it would be one of the best options, but
But it's a question
how
of...
would you
What? Go ahead.
implement it?
Well, easy. Let's say a war happened and society collapsed. Right? Poof. We know society has fallen all to hell. It's gone straight to shit. So society's collapsed. There is now a war, or the war is finished. and we have all these soldiers, and soldiers say, okay, guys, there's like 100 million, there's like many millions of us. The government clearly failed everyone. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to vote, and we're not going to let you guys be part of the vote until you agree to serve with us. Until you agree to be part of the system that we're a part of. And we have all the guns, and we have all the weapons, and we have all the training, and all the people with the guns and the weapons and the training, well, they get the vote. And what are you going to do about it? And you're like, well, I don't know. The important part is they don't say that you can't vote or that you can't be a part of it. They say you are more than welcome. It's not like we're saying that you can't be a part of this government. It's saying that you have to make the same commitment that we have. And if you're unwilling to make the same commitment that we have, then why the hell should we let you? So it not only creates a system where, how do I put this? It doesn't just create a system where one can have a peaceful transition of power, but where one is truly encouraged to have a peaceful transition of power.
Okay.
Because anyone who's really aggressive is already going to join the military. So all the people who were, those kind of assholes who always talk about revolution, well, they don't really need to have a revolution, because if they are truly that aggressive, chances are they are in the military, and they can already do the political thing. Or if they're not, well, they're the schmucks who, they talk a lot of smack and don't actually do anything.
Makes sense.
So they're not really a worry to begin with. Yeah. Like that is a fascinating concept. Truly a
What book was
fascinating
it?
concept. See what?
What book was it again?
The book's called Starship Troopers. It's really quite a brilliant book. In fact, if I recall correctly, it's one of the very few books on the United States military's required reading list that is a fictional book. I mean, there may be others, but like the Marines love it, from what I understand.
Like, you got to read this fictional book, y'all.
Yeah, because it brings up a lot of fascinating points, and it argues them remarkably well for the book that it is. In fact, there's a whole internet subculture that loves this book. It kind of surprised me to find that, because I read the book when I was like 17. And then just one day I'm like, wow, a lot of these people really, really like this book. There's like a whole Starship Troop. Well, to give you an idea of how influential the book is, how truly influential the book is, have you ever heard of StarCraft?
Yes.
All right, have you ever played StarCraft?
Maybe the first intro.
All right, the first intro. All right. Well, you know about the Zerg.
Yes.
And you know about the Protoss, you know about the Terrans.
Yeah.
Pretty much the entire game is a ripoff of Starship Troopers. No joke. Pretty much the entire goddamn game is a ripoff of Starship Troopers. Right down, like, the mobile infantry, you know, those little mech suits the guys run around in, the Marines. Yeah. That's a huge part. The drop ships that is in that, same thing. The Protoss, they're referred to as the Skinnies, and the Zerg are referred to as the, just think of them the Bugs, I think. I'm not sure they have a species name for them. But, well, I mean, everything from brain bugs on down, the whole goddamn game is a ripoff of Starship Troopers, and everybody knows it. But nobody really talks about it, which is interesting. Anyway, what do you think about Miss Magic? What's on your mind?
Oh, well, I'm thinking that that's really interesting.
So you have no additional thoughts? Nothing you'd like to add? No arguments you would like to make?
Not at the moment, no.
That's probably a good idea. Apparently I owe this asshole a favor. But more importantly, I have to do a heist.
I'm trying to remind myself how to play my monk.
Gerald is apparently offering double the, what's it called? No, it's a good week to be Raceland.
What's
because
that?
Gerald, with all of his super simple stuff, is offering double RP and double money for his quests.
Huh. You're like racing, you lucky bee.
I'm gonna invite him to a mission real quick and see if he's in, because I think he is.
Well, he was saying that he was going to chill. He was chilling today.
Huh.
So maybe?
Well, we'll see if he's available. I'm gonna put on hard, because why not? It's the easy stuff. I purchase super valid armor, confirm settings. Let's see, my friends. Am I in this section all by myself?
Maybe?
That would be interesting. No, there's one dude. Well, we'll see what happens.
You said like one dude?
Yeah. No, the whole thing filled up. Nice. Well, I don't know. These guys look kind of sketchy. We'll see what happens.
Sketch.
Yeah, they're a little,
They're a little
sus,
sus.
y'all. Yeah. All right, we're going for play. Let's play. Apparently, TKKJC has a tank. Let's see what he calls. It'd be nice to be a passenger in a tank for a change.
What makes you say that?
Well, because typically I'm the one busting out the APC.
How's your food?
My food is delicious,
Yes, it
especially
is.
with a little added salt.
There's one thing Miss Magic can do. It's provide salt.
Yeah, she has endless salt.
I have stashes in my car.
Mm-hmm. Like it's cocaine or something, but it's salt.
And apparently something that's really weird.
What's that?
Do you guys ever have, well, you know about this. I mentioned it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you have like a weird taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like be like, okay, let's just eat some salt real quick.
He has an actual tank. As a Kanjali, I believe. And I just got hit by a fucking car. Well, Holmes, you die. That worked too. I can see the benefit of the Kanjali. Does it see 4? Sure. Did you get stuck?
Me?
No. That was weird.
Did someone get stuck weird?
I'm not sure what happened exactly. The guy in the deluxe who has a slight advantage.
Is it one of your guys's?
Yeah.
You guys are like, I just got like a tank, so.
Yeah, this guy, he busted out his tank, but the tank is, of course, it's a tank, so it's a little bit slow.
This character hasn't done like anything in Battle for Azeroth.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at her, I'm like, wow, this is the character I spent like forever in Pandaria with.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't really done anything in Battle for Azeroth with this one. Which is interesting.
Agreed. So, Miss Magic, you want to give us your thoughts on the direction of World of Warcraft?
What do you mean, specifically?
Well, tell us about the news of World of Warcraft. Like, what's coming up? What are we anticipating? All that good stuff.
Currently, Shadowlands will be out next week, Monday. Specific time is... should be out 4 days, 11 hours, 32 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Wow, that's like in-game now.
And then with that, there's supposed to be... there's 6 new zones, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Give
6
me
what?
6 new zones.
Okay.
Well, okay. I think it might be 5.
Any new races
5
or
new zones.
classes?
I don't think any new races. There's these new covenants that you can join.
Now, what do you know about the Covenants?
So there's 4 covenants. There's the Kyrian, the Benether, the Night Fae, and the Necrolords. So
Alright.
basically, you join their covenant, and like there's different things that you get from it.
So you sell your soul, effectively.
Yeah.
Huh. I like to stop shooting.
And each one has different benefits for you, and I think there's some soul trees and stuff like that. I have not looked too much into Shadowlands because I was like trying to make it so that I can just kind of experience it as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so new feature, covenants. Align yourself with one of the 4 covenants, mysterious sects, each with their own ambition for the Shadowlands to restore balance to the hereafter.
Slow it down.
Oh, sorry. I speak really fast sometimes.
When you're excited, yes, I know.
Align yourself with one of the 4 covenants, mysterious sects, each of which with their own ambition for the Shadowlands to restore balance to the hereafter. You'll gain access to your covenant sanctum, where you'll accept unique quests, undertake a sprawling covenant campaign, and call upon your allies to embark on important missions. So it sounds like they're going to do something similar to what they did with the war campaign and the specific class hall campaigns and the garrison campaign. So they're continuing with that mechanic.
Okay.
Is what it sounds like.
The what mechanic?
The garrison hall, the class hall, and the war campaign.
Okay.
Have you noticed? Because I have like this little thing that I can send people on missions and stuff for me. It's basically that, but it also has its own campaign that goes along with it.
Okay.
You'll also earn unique abilities based on your covenant and class, acquire a unique mount and visual appearance, and forge bonds with powerful souls, drawing on their essence to further customize your own skills. So rewards and perks, covenant campaigns, covenant signature abilities, specific covenant class abilities, armor sets, soulbound traits and bonuses, pets and mounts.
Like how there's one tree in the entire field and he hits that one tree like 3 times. Oh wow, it actually was 3 times.
So you have a specific amount of renown with each covenant that you're trying to build up, and as you get to certain renown points, you get more things.
Alright, so this sounds like it's a lot like the reputation trees that you guys have always done, where you grind for whatever, and then in the grinding you get these minor treat bonuses that don't really do much of anything except like make you think you've accomplished something, that sort of thing. As I play Grand Theft Auto and the shiny tank.
But yeah, so of the ones, there's Curian, which is the angel people thingamajiggers.
They're called the Curian?
That's their covenant.
Okay.
They're the ones like, so you know when we were watching the Afterlife shorts? That's the area that had the people with the wings and everything. They're in charge of keeping justice and all that jazz.
Okay.
The Necrolords, which is the one that had the area that was constantly fighting in Maldraxxus. The Night Fae are the ones from the Night Elf back afterlife place, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the Vetathir, which are the vampire dudes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It does. It does make sense.
Quick run through what they are. Like I said, I haven't looked into it too much because I want to just experience it. Which I know is kind of lame, but whatever.
You know, Miss Magic, would you like to switch over to some Jackbox?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah, let's kill this stream real quick and switch on over to some Jackbox.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, we're going to kill this. We'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye.